Hey guys, how you guys doing? Brother Perez here. So, I wanted to ask you guys a question. This is a question in general, just a general question that you should be asking yourself on a daily basis because sometimes it changes. All right. I want you guys to take a minute, maybe half a second, maybe if you know yourself well as I do, well, know yourself as well as I know myself, right? So, take a minute and just be like, okay, what is it that I like to do? Now, that is piggybacking on one of my previous videos. Um, don't let other people's perception determine who you are, okay? Because that's a mistake we make as human beings, and that shouldn't be, okay? Yes, you should be judged by your actions, but that's the actions that you're making, that you're taking. But that's neither here nor there in this video. I want to take a minute and say, sorry for the missing on Sunday. It's only because, certain things has happened in my life. Someone very dear to me passed away. And just to show you guys that, listen, a person very dear and loving to me that was almost like a parent to me. Well, she was like a third parent because, yeah, a conversation will go from loving to serious to I'm going to whoop your ass type of serious. So it's kind of like, huh? How did we get here? Very serious woman. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Descansa en paz, mi tía bella. I love you. My beautiful aunt is what I said in Spanish for those who don't know. My great aunt, actually, to be more concise, more accurate. Don't know what's happening to me today. But with that being said, I want you guys to take a minute, if you can. Sometimes you could be driving and doing this too, because I used to do that too when I used to work in Accessorize. So, just what is it that you like to do? What is it exactly that strives you to wake up in the morning, get that cup of coffee, take a shower and go to work in the morning? What drives you to do what you do? Okay? And I want you to be serious. Sometimes we do things that we're not really happy doing, but we do it just to, what? I'm doing something instead of saying I'm doing nothing. But eventually do something that you enjoy. Why do we rush into decisions that we're unhappy? Okay? If we're unhappy as individuals, we should let the world know, put that in the world, and then eventually something better will come about for us. Okay? Now, I'm unhappy. That's one thing I can tell you right now. But why? Why am I unhappy? Okay, yes, someone very dear to me has passed away. I believe a little too soon, even though she was, 95, 96 years old. It's a little greedy for me. It's a little selfish of me, but you know what? Family members like her are very few and far between. So it was like, in a spiritual realm, God took someone away from me for his or her or its, well-being. But I tend to be like the society where society mourns the person's death. I don't do that. I celebrate their life. Okay, I like to think of, what, especially this person. This person has helped people that, to me, that don't deserve. Like, I'm only 26 and I have a son of a 2-year-old, and I just don't believe the things she's done, and I'm like, I wouldn't be able to do that. Even for my own son, I don't know. I'll be like, oh, you're 18, get the fuck out, type of thing. But it's not. It's the perception of every time, a person messes up or a person, does something wrong, or she was there, which is what comes to me about what is it that you guys enjoy doing, and do it. If it's something that might be a little expensive or anything else, because some people do have expensive taste for some reason, look up the alternative for a cheaper version, or even free if you can guys get, with family and stuff like that. But my whole point in this video, my whole point in this, motivational channel is not just me saying get up, do something, go to the gym, go for a walk around the park, go to, talk to that person that you have a crush on Starbucks, McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, Trader Joe's, anything. What I'm saying? No. Because we all have that one special person. But anyways, that's besides the point. That's neither here nor there. But I want you guys to take the initiative, is what I'm saying. I want you guys to say, you know what? Instead of saying, like the saying goes, Jesus take the wheel, no. You take the wheel and say, you know what, we're doing a U-turn or anything, and saying, you know what, I'm taking charge of my life, because that's what it comes down to. I want you guys to take charge of your lives. I want you guys to say, you know what, I'm not going to live my life on other people's perception on me, because it's me who I'm living with. I know myself better than they do. So that's my whole thing of this video. It's more of a take control. You know, sometimes it's easy to be on neutral and just be like, you know what, I'm just getting by, you know, because what I want to do, you know, is either go back to college or like I did, and it was just a beautiful decision to make. Okay, go to school, get a trade, do something, keep your mind busy. That is I'm going to preach this on every video. Keep your mind busy, because, you know, the more the religious people would say, the mind at ease is the devil's playground, because that's when you start going into drugs, starting to go into alcohol, starting to go into crimes. If you're sitting at home doing nothing, it's not a good idea. Start thinking of what is it that invites and excites you? What is it that, you know, makes you wake up at night? Makes you wake up in the morning, okay? Listen, I'm not editing this. I'm just gonna post it so you guys can see. Listen, everybody, you know, is not perfect. Everybody is not, you know, and especially in this day and age where there's, you know, editing, YouTubing, and Googling, and all that good stuff, where you can make a mistake and people ridicule you. No, understand and embrace your mistakes to make yourself better in the future, because that's all we can do. That's all we live for, is for the future. And say, you know what, if we can't do better now, I don't want to say do worse now. Do your mistakes now, so that in the future, you know what's right and how it goes. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I make a mistake on someone's taxes, I know for the next year, like, okay, that doesn't go that way. See, that's the whole perception on everything. I want you guys, in this almost 8-minute video, take control of your life, please. Because when people remember you, what are they going to say about you? Okay? Now, don't be afraid. Now, this is another thing. Don't be afraid just because if you want to be remembered as this person that helps people, this person that, oh my gosh, she's always there for me, or he's always there for me, or they're always there for me. No. Because understand, helping others, and then in the long run, if you're the one that needs help, but this is going to be a different video for a different day, probably tomorrow or Thursday. When you help others, and they don't seem to help you back, that's where you have to be careful and say, you know what, this is where I'm getting at. I want to take charge of my own life. You take charge of yours. Don't tell me how to live mine. If I'm doing something illegally, then yes, you have the right to, because I'm doing something illegally. I'm doing something explicit. So, okay, you see, you have the right to tell me how to live my life. But if I'm doing some favor for you because I want to be remembered as this person that does, no. Remember, when you take charge of your own life, then you can start helping others. If you cannot or have not charged your own life, or taken a very big chunk, I want to say 95% of your life decisions have been on you only, then you can start helping others. Because then you can say, listen, I've done this, this, and this, and this, and this on my own time. And that's what makes you a better person to help others. Up until you get your own life straight, don't help others. Help yourselves, you know, and then help others. It's kind of a selfish thing to do, but you can't help others. If you're drowning, you can't help a person that's swimming. See what I'm saying? So just try to reinvent yourself. Try to maneuver something that you just say, you know what, I can't do it today. I can do it next year, next week, next month, but I can't do it today. Because we're human beings, and we're, especially in this day and age, are constantly striving for instant gratification. But with that being said, guys, take charge of your own lives. Do whatever makes you happy, as long as it's not illegal or explicit, but do whatever makes you happy. And see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't be afraid to hit that thumbs up button. Hit that bell button to be notified every time I post a video. I love you guys. See you next time.